Welcome to Digital Asset News. Take the top stories in cryptocurrency digital assets and break them down to bite-sized pieces. Today, I want to go over one of the most common questions that I've been getting recently, which is where can I buy the token Voyager or VGX? And this all came about as soon as I did my 2021 price predictions, which I put out around January 7th, 2021, which was, 2-3 weeks ago. Today, for reference, it is January 26th. It is high noon El Paso, Texas time. So this has been in the works for at least a couple of weeks here, or 3 weeks or so. And we've had a lot of questions of people saying, hey, I can't buy Voyager. And that's one of my problems, is that I don't look at what is going on with everybody as far as my subscribers. So I apologize to everybody. And I'm going to make this as crystal clear as humanly possible. So first of all, as you can see, I try to do price predictions to the most realistic that I can possibly do. Like my Bitcoin prediction is 150,000. I think that's not outside the realm of possibility for this year. Ethereum, I have 10,000. Chainlink at 35. And some people would call these price predictions low, but that's just how I am. I try to play on the be on the conservative side for price predictions. But there was one which I think shocked a lot of people. And I said that Voyager, the token, is going to go from 29 cents, which is what it was in January 7th, to $30. And that is this year, 2021. I'm not talking about 2028 or 2140 or something crazy like that. I'm talking about this year. This is where I believe it's going. And if you take a look at this thing called gain, it's a 100x. And the other side is I have a probability, because some things I give you a price prediction, but I don't really think it's going to happen. Like with EOS, I mean, that I think is a dead project, quite honestly. Dan Larimer has stepped away from that project. He was the creator and founder. I don't have any type of confidence in that. I gave that a 3. But for Voyager, here I gave it a 9. It's one of the highest ones I can give it, besides out of Bitcoin and Theta. So this all came about, and people were asking me questions like, well, how did you come to that? How did you come to that? And I actually put that out in a separate video, which is, this is how I came to my number one pick. And it was a lot of data points that I actually taken from things that I had looked back in the past. I took a look at utility tokens, about which projects actually have real world use case utility and actually do something. Not what it's gonna do, but what it's doing right now. And that was expressed perfectly in Pat Ackerman's, it was a Medium post where he talks about token value in investing. One of the best things I've read so far is how to value cryptocurrency digital assets and tokens out there. And it went through everything. It went through talking about Metcalfe's law, about how these connections and how the usability and the different people that actually come in, and the strength of the network, and how it tends to grow the network, and how you can take a look at what the actual utility and the supply matter is. And then just took a look at again just a Metcalfe's law, and just gave it a nice little slope. And he took a look at Celsius. He took a look at Voyager, and also he used the prime example by Metcalfe himself. So it was a pretty good one. And so I kind of merged the two together, and that's pretty much how I came up with my $30. And actually, after reading a little bit more of this, I thought I might have been on the low side. So also to finish up is I was on Alex Mascioli's show. This was a couple of days ago, 4 days ago actually, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, somewhere in there. Yeah, no, 2 days ago. Wow. And what this was it was me, Alex. You had CJ there from Market Rebellion, and that's Pat on the lower right hand corner. And we all just kind of sat down and said, well, Pat, how'd you come to all this? And what's your background? Matt talks about, he's he's a statistician. He is responsible for driving marketing for a very large hospitality chain. And that is his main thing. And his passion is crypto. And this is what he talked about and how he got to those numbers. And we just bounced a bunch of ideas off him. And it was a pretty productive session. So if you want to take a look at that, I'll link that at the very end. And we also talk about different types of tokens, how to value different types of cryptocurrencies. We took a hard look at Celsius and Voyager and how they're connected. And it was a pretty good one. So this is what is happening with Voyager. And Voyager, when I made that prediction again, it was 29 cents. It had gone up to like $1.17, I think, at the height. And it was ranked like number, I want to say 284, 283, somewhere around there. And now it's in the top 100. So that's pretty good. And it's been bouncing around between like 100 all the way up to like 86, somewhere around there. And it's at 95 cents right now. So pretty good for my portfolio. And again, I think it's going to do very well. And it's one of only 4 that I actually daily purchase as far as my dollar cost averaging. So let's just break into it. Let's just talk about how you buy it. Well, first of all, if you live in the United States, it's pretty simple. You just can go to investvoyager.com. There will be a link. Actually, I'm going to link. I always have this linked to my exchange and wallet fees. And if you look in the description of every one of my videos, there'll be a link. And all you got to do is just go to any video that I have and just look in the description itself, scroll down, and it'll be right here, exchange and wallet recommendations. When you click on that, it'll take you to all the different exchanges and wallets and brokerage that I actually use. And you can just download it there. Now, just so you know, all these are affiliate links, of course. You don't have to use them. You can go right to the actual page or the actual website. But if you use the affiliate links, you get between $10 and $25 between all these different ones. And just so you know, Voyager and Celsius are my 1-2 punch. I highly recommend them. And there's some over here that I just cannot recommend. And that's why I have them on the very far right-hand side. So that is the easiest way to download it. And either if you have a Google Play or an Android or iPhone, you can get there. So that's only for Americans that live outside of New York. If you are in New York, you are stuck. Voyager is working very diligently to get that BIT license, and I've had Steve Ehrlich, who is the CEO of Voyager, on the program 2 or 3 times. And he said, look, it's very tough. We're working to get into New York. They just recently purchased a institutional exchange, LGO, in France, and they will be moving into Europe and also into Canada, and they're looking to do that in Q2 of this year. So look for that in April, May, June, somewhere around there. Maybe Canada might be a little bit earlier, but that's what we have. So right now, this is what we have. In America, you can use the Voyager app. Outside of that, in New York and outside of that, you can't use it. So where would you get the VGX token if you wanted to purchase it? Well, you can get it on Binance. It's not the VGX token. It is the BQX token. If someone could explain to me why that is, maybe it's because from the old days of when it was called Ethos or something like that, maybe that's what it was, but they just haven't transferred over for whatever reason to VGX. So the Voyager token is BQX. So look for BQX, it's just right here, BQS, Voyager token, and that is what you will need to actually purchase it. And then of course you can, if you need a wallet, you can use the Nano Ledger. The Nano Ledger does support the Voyager token. So just so you know, if you don't want to leave it on an exchange, you can use your Nano Ledger. So that is the second one, and I think that covers a lot of different people. So let's say that you can't use the Voyager app in America, you can't use Binance for whatever reason. You're like, you know what, I just can't. Maybe you're like New York and you're just stuck. Sorry, New Yorkers, that sucks for you. So what you can do is you can use SimpleSwap. And SimpleSwap, again, it is also in the exchange and wallet fees. If you just scroll over a little bit, SimpleSwap is right here. There's no sign up. You can just click right there and start using it. First of all, what is SimpleSwap? SimpleSwap is also a brokerage, just like Voyager, which means it's integrated into the largest cryptocurrency stock exchanges. That's kind of weird they say that, but whatever. There is no deposit storage, only instant coin exchange on our service. We're able to find the most profitable exchange rate for our customers in a very short time. So when I talk about a brokerage, what is that? Well, it's the same thing as Voyager. Voyager isn't an exchange. They're a broker. They're like the hotels.com of cryptocurrency. So what does that mean? When you want to go to, let's say you want to vacation and you want to go to Florida, you're like, I want to look for a hotel. We can go to every individual hotel chain, like, I want to check out this Motel 6. I want to check out this DoubleTree. I want to check out this Motel 0, whatever you're checking out. If you do all that, it would take you a long time. Or you just go to hotels.com and say, I want to stay here, find me the cheapest and best. And that's what it does. It looks at all the different hotels. That's what Voyager does. It connects to, and and I never get a clear answer on this, but it's somewhere between 10 and 13 different exchanges that they use. I think it's actually higher. And they go through all these different exchanges and find you the best rate, and then they make their profit. They don't charge you a fee, but they make it on the spread, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I mean, look, if you're going through Coinbase, good luck. So that's what they are doing, and SimpleSwap pretty much does the exact same thing, and I've had no problems with them. Actually, there was one time when I had an issue with getting Theta. I was trying to buy Theta on here, and something went wrong. I actually just clicked on this tab right here, this communication, and it was awesome because like I got it resolved like almost immediately. It took them like 4 hours to fix everything, and it wasn't really even a fix. It was just like, hey, you just got to wait a little bit longer, and I was impatient, like we all are. So that's pretty cool. And then it says, why should I trust SimpleSwap? It's a project created for convenience. Our users don't need to create accounts or store deposits on our service. Thanks to this, the customers are protected from any kind of financial theft. We provide the best rates comparing a wide range of reliable trading platforms. So when I talk about how you can put Voyager into your Nano Ledger, you're going to need that, because right here, what do you want to use? Do you want to use Bitcoin, Ethereum? I don't know if Ethereum actually works. Yeah, it does work. Ethereum to Voyager. And then this is what you want. Do you want Monero? Do you want, I don't know, Aave? Sure, it's right there. And then, but you have to put in the actual cryptocurrency address. So that's why, like, if you have Voyager, let me search for that again. Whoops. Then you're going to need an actual Voyager address to put in there. So to see exactly how to use SimpleSwap, it's actually quite easy, but there's a couple of steps that you need to know. Just go over to danteachescrypto.com. There is a link in the description on all my videos. It's at the very, very top. It'll say something like this, 100% free, simplifying education. You click right here, and it'll take you to Dan Teaches Crypto. And then just click on Start Learning. You'll sign up. And then once you actually in the members area, which will look something like this, there's me and my big head. And this is where everything that you need to know for cryptocurrency. And here's what's great about the website, 100% free. Always is, always will be, and that's how it is. So if you're looking for, like, it's actually in Module 5, how do I use SimpleSwap? And if you're looking for, like, well, how do I, I don't want to go through this whole website, which is not that much, but if you're impatient like I am, you want to find your thing, just scroll down. Here's my table of contents right here. And it says right here, how do I buy, here's a SimpleSwap tutorial. So it's in how do I module content. So, okay, I will click on how do I, and it'll go to how do I buy Theta, SimpleSwap tutorial. So this will tell you how to buy Theta, but it's the exact same thing for Voyager, and you just watch that video. It's 7 minutes long, pretty simple. You can do that, and also for Celsius, how to buy Celsius. So then that is the third way to buy it. And for some reason you're like, I don't want to use SimpleSwap, I don't want to use Binance, I can't use the Voyager app. Then you can go to Uniswap. So Uniswap's a little bit more tricky. It's not that tricky. So Uniswap, there's the fees are going to kill you. I'm just telling you right now for Ethereum. Maybe if they go down, it won't be so sucky, but that's what it is. So if you're looking for, so let's say you have everything connected, you want to put 0.10 Ethereum, and you want to select the token. And if you're looking for, sometimes let's see if I have it. Yeah, so it's there right there. And the only reason it's there is because I have, if you click on Manage, I have the CoinGecko list on. So if I had that off, let me go back, and I clicked on Voyager, there, it's not there. It doesn't exist. So what you got to do is you got to click on Manage. I've got the Gemini token list on. I don't know why, but okay. And then CoinGecko, I have to turn this on, and then go back, and then put in Voyager, and there you go. And there it is, Voyager. I get 146. Look at me. So again, if you're looking at how to use Uniswap, there's the Uniswap tutorial right there. So I hope that answers everybody's question. I've had so many questions about how to buy Voyager since I made that price prediction that I had to put this video out, and I will probably be putting this video somewhere right around here in the website itself. So again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I am doing, and this is the reason why I'm doing it. I don't like to give like these crazy whacked out predictions. I'd like to keep things grounded, but I truly believe that Voyager, because it actually has a specific purpose and a function, and there's a lot of great things that it can actually do or is going to do. So I think it's a win-win situation for all. So if you're looking at and we all talked about this when we had Pat on, and he said, he asked us a basic question: what does your token do and why? So why did you actually buy it? And I was like, it's a good question, because some of these, I'm like, these don't really have real world function yet. So we will see. Anyhow, check that video. I'll link at the very end, along with the price prediction. And again, just go to danteachescrypto.com for the rest of the stuff. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And also, if you could do me a big favor, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're already here, might as well subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.